Hi everyone, this is Amanda. I am one of the many admins on Breast is Best on Facebook, and I wanted to make a couple of videos on just some basics on breastfeeding, some things you might not have seen before, some things you may have read about. And this here is my very chubby son Trent, who is mesmerized that we're on the camera, I think. We've been breastfeeding the entire time. He's 8 months old. He's been exclusively breastfed up until 6.5 months, and he still at 8 months. He's not that interested in food, but as you can tell, he's very chubby. He's very chubby. He is 32 pounds and 30 and a half inches tall. So he weighs as much as most people's 3-year-olds, and he stands a little taller than an average 1-year-old. But he's very healthy. We go to specialists, and everything's fine. So we've been seen by people as long as he's meeting their milestones, and he's been very healthy. He had RSV at 4 months, and we overcame that after about 2.5 weeks. He was pretty much done with it, but it took a little time. We were in the hospital for 2 days. And I just want to go over some basics today, like I was saying. I have cats running around in the background. Sorry about that. And some of the basics are different positions for nursing, and I'm going to try to show some here, and the harder ones I might actually latch him on and kind of show how you can do a recline position and still nurse. If you have a fast let down, those are the best things. You have your basics. He's not a newborn anymore, so all his positions are going to have to be modified if you have a littler one. You have your basic cradle hold. Okay, so cradling the baby, baby's head would be nursing onto you. That's one you probably do mostly in hospitals. The very first one we did was the football hold. So angle you down a little bit here. So he's kind of, well, since he's so big, he sits in the chair next to me, or sits next to me on the chair, and it goes like this onto me. His body's down here. Can you all see that? Okay, you can kind of see it. So let me skip back. There we go. There we go. So this would be the football hold, because I'm holding him like a football. With a newborn, if you have a boppy, go ahead and put your boppy around you. It's really easy then. If you have twins, you can do one of those extra large boppies, or if they're very small, you can just use those. Use a regular boppy. You can use with twins. And then if you don't have a boppy, you can use 2 pillows. So you can have one baby here, one baby here. And when you have twins, though, you might have to get some help latching on, because those are not very easy at first, especially when they're newborns. Mommy and baby are both still learning what to do. Okay, and the one a lot of people ask about is stuff when you have a fast letdown. How do you know when you have a fast letdown is one thing. When baby's extra gassy, baby, you could have a fast letdown because you're sucking in so much milk at once, causes them to be a little burpy, or a little stinky. There's the camera, huh? What are some other things? Fussy. If they're extra fussy when they're nursing, or if they're pulling off a lot, extra jerky. Now, sometimes babies just do that because they're not that hungry, or they're extra hungry and milk isn't coming down fast enough. But when you have a fast letdown, it's something that's concerning, because there has been cases of people, having such fast letdown, a baby is turning a little blue because they're not breathing enough. So you always want to be aware that if baby is having trouble nursing, it could be one of the causes. And there's just a couple ways to take a look and see if you have fast letdown. See if these help, then it kind of indicates you might have a fast letdown. So one thing you can do, if baby's a little bigger, you put baby right on your leg. Let's get back a little further. There we go. You put baby right on your leg, and he'd face me, and we'd latch on like this. I would recline just a little bit. He'd latch on, and we'd be good for a while. I could hold him with one hand, I could eat with the other. It's good at restaurants when you're in a booth and you don't have a ton of room. Another one is almost the exact same thing, except you're going to be more reclined. And when babies recline, a lot of people are concerned baby's face is going to be pushed into the breast so much that they're not going to be able to breathe through their nose adequately. And when they're doing this, babies have a natural tendency to do it, but moms for newborns, you want to make sure extra careful with this. Tilt their head slightly. So if I can, let me see if I can get him latched on real quick. And I show. No latching. You're full. Anyway, so you'd latch on, And you just tilt their head one direction, tilt them in or tilt them out. He just wants to hang out this time. You get what I'm saying. If you have any questions, though, please feel free to ask me or another one of the admins. We gladly will talk about it more. And then you could also, if you have a very fast letdown, this one's a really good one, is you're laying on the bed and you latch baby's laying directly on top of you. So got all baby weight laying on your legs or between your legs, their belly on your belly, and latched on. And the same thing, tilt their head slightly one direction or the other, just so there's a little bit of nose breathing room. Those are some of the best ones for fast letdown. You can also sideways nurse. When you're laying on the bed, baby can be cradled under your arm. And see if I can get Bubba here without being on the bed. We'd be laying back like this, and he'd be laying on the bed right here. You can do that. You can also remove your arm if the baby has a good angle of nursing. You can remove your arm, baby continue nursing while you're laying on your side on the bed. That also will help with a fast letdown. The best ones when you have a very fast letdown would be you recline with baby laying on top of you, or you laying completely on your back and baby still on top of you. Because they have to fight with gravity a little more, and your letdown won't be as strong. Okay. Well, I think that's all I have really on positioning and helping with letdown, the speed of letdowns. But if you have any more questions, feel free to ask me, because I'm sure I've skipped some things and I mumbled up my words. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask.